We're heading to the castle. You ready?
Looking for proof to catch General Astar's killer, Zale and Dagran decided to break into Jiral's room.
They're not going to make this easy. Zale, make a run for it whenever you think you have a chance to. Run for that door. Be careful. We can't afford to get caught.
I wish I'd asked Callista if I could borrow some of those sleep arrows. Hung!
Jiral's room is upstairs. Let's not rush this. No matter how well guarded it seems, you'll find a chance. Zale, wait! The Count's room has more guards than anywhere else.
No surprise there. What do we do?
Just wait here. Good evening, gentlemen. Listen, something urgent's come up.
Dagran! How did you manage that?
Never you mind. Unlike you, I still have a pretty good reputation. Okay, no one's here. Let's go.
Got it.
It'll be empty at this time of day. Find some proof quickly, then let's get out of here. Zale, you look over there.
Dagran, look. This sword has blood on it.
Yeah, and look at this letter. Business dealings with the Garak. I knew it!
Zale, what are you doing here?
What's this? What's the problem?
Count, I'll accept full responsibility. But first, please take a look at this.
That sword emblem, it's Lord Jiral's. And this letter is addressed to Jiral.
Impossible! I've never seen it! This is a setup! Unhand me, you wretch! Get your filthy hands off me! Get off!
Sorry about that, Zale, though I do wish you'd avoid such low-class methods.
My apologies, sir.
Well, at least Jiral and his cohorts won't be bothering us anymore. This will teach me to trust those who have nothing to show for themselves but their lineage. I guess it's fortunate that all this mess was cleaned up before the war with the Gorak. Excellent work, Zale, my boy. I knew I could count on you.
Zale was cleared of suspicion, and Jiral was thrown into the dungeon. And all throughout Lazulis, there were whisperings that Callista's engagement was as good as over.
So, you are a free man.
Did you believe in me?
General Astar would never have placed his hopes on an underhanded coward. However, I also find it difficult to believe that Jiral is the true culprit. Ambush or not, I cannot imagine the likes of Jiral taking the General's life so easily.
Then you think Jiral was framed by somebody as well?
In the world of nobility, deceit and betrayal are commonplace. To uncover the truth is seldom a simple task. But this time, I will do so. That I swear to you. However, it is not wise to make any rash moves. We are dealing with a man who was able to slaughter the General in a single blow. For the moment, we would do better to keep our actions covert. I will use what connections I have to gather all the information I can.
Is there anything I can do?
Trust nobody but your closest allies, and tell those allies to do the same. It will benefit nobody but our enemy to have them standing around carelessly in the Great Hall.
It's good to see my uncle realizes that you weren't responsible for what happened.
My name would never have been cleared if you hadn't come to help me. Thank you so much.
But what are you going to do now?
I feel sure that there's more to General Astar's death than meets the eye. I want to find out why somebody would do that to him.
Do be careful, Zale. I'm scared that you might be the next one to get hurt. Jiral isn't the only person in the castle who would rather you were out of the picture.
I know it will be dangerous, but I can't just turn my back on this either.
I understand. Just don't get hurt, okay? I'm so glad that you managed to prove your innocence. But Jiral, the real culprit. It's wonderful that I won't have to marry Jiral, but it all feels too good to be true. I suppose I should count my blessings. Who knows what my uncle will do next? I'm just happy from the bottom of my heart that we're both here now, together. Come and see me anytime. Maybe you could take me out to see the market again sometime.
Excellent work in the battle, Zale, though the fate of General Astar was most unfortunate. Something wrong?
I was wondering what exactly will happen to Jural. If it turns out that he wasn't the real culprit, then...
Of what use would such information be to you?
I'm sorry.
Until we return from this campaign against the Gurak, Jural will be held in the dungeon. After that, his fate rests in the hands of the law. Regardless of the outcome, his engagement to Callista no longer stands. But do not misunderstand me. I make no promises yet regarding the possibility of your marrying Callista in Jural's place.
I didn't mean to imply...
Worry not. As long as you perform admirably in the upcoming battle against the Gurak, your wishes will surely be fulfilled.
That Gurak attack was...
I'm so...
Zale, about what happened to the General. I'm finding it difficult to believe that it was really Jural's handiwork.
I was thinking the same thing. But why do you say that?
I suspect that General Astar was killed because he found out too much about the secrets of Lazulis Castle. But that should have nothing to do with Jural. If Jural was involved in such things, the Count would not have allowed him to take the blame. I fear the Count himself may be involved.
You could be right. But it's too dangerous to leap to any early conclusions. We have to be absolutely sure before we make our move.
I completely agree. I would attempt to find out more information about the General's medal.
That Gurak attack was just... So, we averted that crisis.
I'm not so sure.
What's up? You seem troubled.
I was talking to Therius just now. He suspects that Jural was framed by somebody. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you? I knew it! You set him up!
It's not easy for common people like us to survive in this world. So we do what we have to.
Dagran.
Zale, you don't have to worry about anything. You can leave that side of things to me. Now, why don't you go and see the others? They're down in the tavern.
Dagran and Mirania went to the castle. Mirania had a serious face on. I think she's planning to investigate something. If you see them, tell them there's a nice hot meal waiting here for them.
Dagran's always carrying a sword he never uses. What's up with that?
Oh, it's something me and Dagran bought when we first set up our band of mercenaries. That sword's like the first step on the road to our dream.
Fair enough, but how come he never uses it?
We were pretty young when we bought it. At the time, we didn't realize it's actually just a ceremonial sword. But Dagran calls it our treasure, and always keeps it in good nick.
You two really are close.
Oh, you two came as well?
It's so much nicer here. No one to tell me I'm holding the glass wrong or putting my elbows in the wrong place. A drink tastes all the sweeter when I can drink it in peace.
Indeed it does, Seren. And if I happen to have a little love affair, I want it how I like it. And that's on the rocks. None of these frilly love letters and dainty dances.
Yeah. Wait, I don't think we're talking about the same thing. Enough drinking! I want to go to the arena.
Have fun. I bet it'll do you some good.
Off your arse, lazy bones! You're coming too! And you, Zale. Let's do a bit of fighting.